Hey everyone, welcome to Sam's Sports Corner episode 75. Alright guys, on a quick serious note, this is episode 75 and I have 3 times as many episodes as I do followers. So if you enjoy the show, please do me a favor and share it out with your friends. I hate to ask you to do this, but maybe one or two of them will get some enjoyment out of this like you do, and we can all have a good time together. But moving right along, we are in week 3 coming up of college football and week 2 of the NFL. Week 1 had some woes in the NFL. Mitch Trubisky looked like an absolute pile of dog shit, a steaming pile of poop that you pick up with your hands as you walk your dog around the block. But I'm not worried. Defense was great. I think the play calling was the biggest problem for the Bears, and they're going to get right back into it. Week 2, we're going to crush Denver. Another week 1 woe, Nick Foles broke his clavicle, I think. Not as big of a deal now that I have seen the backup, Gardner Minshew. One, because he made some decent throws. It wasn't like 5-yard checkdowns every time. He made some really good throws. And his mustache is fucking glorious, ladies and gentlemen. This kid is a real winner inside and out. Like, they're saying, like, back at Washington State, he would just, like, do deep knee band stretches in just his jockstrap around the locker room. The dude's a stud. He's got fucking flow. He's got a mustache. He's a real deal, and I'm going to bet on him from every week out. Every week from here on out. Which is going to ruin my betting, I'm sure, because I went 7 of 9 this last week, so it's pretty hot right now, and I'm sure I'm going to ruin it with Gardner Minshew just because I'm so sold on him. By the way, everyone can get off Lamar Jackson's nutsack. He played Miami. Let's calm down. Let's watch him play a real team before we crown him king and MVP. That's all right. We're going to talk about the Antonio Brown drama real quick. So just a quick recap. He gets traded to the Raiders, signs a deal with them, goes into a cryotherapy chamber and burns his feet off. Says he's going to retire if he can't use the helmet he wants. Files 3 grievances, loses all 3. Says, okay, I found the helmet I want. Then gets fined for not showing up to mandatory practices and threatens to punch the GM in the face and calls him a cracker bitch. And then punts a ball and was like, fine me for that. So they fine him for that. And then he releases a video on his social media bitching about the organization. And then they release him. And then the Patriots pick him up. So there's one more caveat to that, but I'm going to talk about everything thus far. That is 100% designed and on purpose. He didn't want to be in Oakland. I would not be surprised if the Patriots had something to do with it, even if they didn't. He just wanted out of Oakland. None of that had anything to do with any of those things except for the fact that he was trying to get cut. I 100% believe that. If you don't believe that, you're an idiot. No human being does all those things unless they want to be thrown off a team. Now he's been accused of 3 counts of sexual assault. I'm going to be honest, it seems very opportunistic. It seems like, okay, this man is in the media. Let's kick him while he's down. I'm not saying that he did or did not do it, because we don't have the facts yet. If he did it, he's a piece of shit. He needs to be cut, and he needs to be thrown in prison. If he didn't do it, she needs to be thrown in prison. It just seems very opportunistic for it all to come out as soon as he gets signed by a new team in New England. It's just like, hey, why didn't any of this come up before? So we'll see how it all plays out. AB definitely did everything he did in Oakland to get moved to the Patriots. That's no doubt in my mind. If the Patriots had something to do with it or not, that's still in question. I believe they did. They're too smart of an organization not to. And the whole sexual assault allegation, we're gonna have to see how it plays out. However, Tom Brady saying in the media tonight that it's none of my business. Like, dude, he's living in your house. Yeah, it is your business. Like, you give him a key into your home with your wife and children. You're involved, whether you want to be or not. You involved yourself in that situation. All right. Switching gears to the basketball offseason, which I don't ever normally do. Kevin Dirant is mad at OKC for being mad at him for leaving the team. If that makes sense. He's mad about the way that Oklahoma City fans treated him and acted about him when he betrayed them and went to the Golden State Warriors. And is like, well, I won't go back there anymore. I was going to go back there. That was the plan all along, that I was going to go back. But after the way they treated me, I'm not going to go back. Like, dude, get the fuck over yourself. Grow up. Come on, man. Like, you left a small market city to the team that literally just beat them in the Western Conference Finals because you sucked in Game 6. That's why it all went down, because you couldn't show up in Game 6. You let the fans down in Oklahoma City, and then you betrayed them, and then you're mad that they got mad at you. Like, have a little fucking self-awareness, homie. Like, just 1 ounce. 1 ounce of self-awareness would say, hey, I'm mad at them for no reason. They had every right to be mad at me. But whatever. Moving right along to something that actually matters, we have a baby of the week. All right, guys. So the baby of the week comes from the NCAA, comes from the College of the University of Texas. I know this is a shock because we all think of Texas as being macho men, right? We're from Texas. Everything's bigger, especially our flopping wet vaginas, apparently. Tom Herman, the coach of the University of Texas, and the AD have filed a grievance in the NCAA that the LSU players were doing the horns down. They said that that is taunting and that the taunting should be illegal in college football. I'm going to say that one more time for you ladies and gentlemen at home. They said taunting should be illegal in college football, that it is in a bad nature and against the nature of the sport. And I'm sorry, you literally murder people in the sport of football on the field. That is the exact nature of the sport, is to hurt them emotionally, mentally, and physically. And I get that you took the L against LSU and you thought you were going to win, but that is taking an L to like an extreme. Like, you want to take a personal L now. Like, I know my bookie watches this show sometimes, so can you please give me an over-under on the depth of Tom Herman's vagina, his gaping wide-set vagina? And I would also like to, his wife's obviously the man of the house, so I would like to also get over-under odds on the circumference of her scrotal sac. That would be great, because this dude is such a big baby. Like, can you imagine losing and being like, I'm going to go to the boss and say, well, yeah, we lost, and I get that, but they hurt our feelings while they beat us, so I want rules changed so that they can't hurt anyone's feelings anymore. Because, this is 2019, we have to worry about how people feel. Get the fuck out of here, Tom Herman. Grow up. You took the L, so take the L like a man and move on to next week instead of living in the past and trying to get things like the hook 'em, the horns down ban. This is such a bad look for the University of Texas and the state of Texas and Tom Herman and his soft-ass pussy. All right, guys. Sorry to get so deep into it there. I appreciate you showing up this week, and I can't wait to see you guys again in the future.